And so it was circa 2011 or so when some people from the CIA and an aerospace company came to me to ask me for their help on the analysis of some individuals who had encountered some anomalous objects, they said. And I mean, they came to my office unannounced and then started laying out pictures and data on the table in front of me. And I honestly thought it was a joke. I thought it was.
Wait, so you're a Stanford professor, an immunologist doing medical research and building companies, and all of a sudden one day the CIA shows up at your office?
Because they had asked around and said, okay, we have these people who've been injured. And one of the things that they wanted to do in a complete medical workup of these individuals was to look at the blood. It's a natural thing to do. If you're looking for an inflammation, the blood is one of the places you might look to get a sort of a more complete list of everything that's going on in the body. And so that's when somebody said, well, if you want to do this, do it properly, you got to go talk to this guy Nolan at Stanford, because he has the world's best instrument that he's developed for doing it. And that's what started it.
So what was your view of UFOs, UAPs at the time?
You know, I was kind of a science fiction fan, and I was interested in it as any mainstream individual might have been. But it wasn't something that I had any kind of focus on in my life.
So you had no deep knowledge of the topic?
No deep knowledge.
Were you surprised that a U.S. government agency was doing this kind of work? I mean, presumably the question was settled for them. They didn't wonder if UFOs were real. They knew at that point, right?
Right. No, of course. I mean, like I said, at first I thought it was a joke. I mean, I really thought that somebody was about to put me on candid camera and make a joke of it. But as they started showing me the data, and they were deadly serious. I mean, I tried to lure them into making a joke about it. They were deadly serious about it, because they had basically said at that point, people have died. And then they showed me some brain images of individuals who had been damaged, and internal scarring you can see through MRIs. And, you know, it's data. It's unmistakable. You have to say, okay, well, what did that? I can conjecture or hypothesize about, you know, is it the Russians? Is it UFOs or whatever? But the fact is, there is data that says something is happening. And so we need to study it. And that's what a scientist should do.
So, of course. Oh, absolutely. But